Alright, we're live. We are live. Alright guys, so what's going on? Figured I'd do an update for you guys. I was gonna do an actual video where I'm not live, but I figured, what the heck, it's a lot easier right now to do it. So, as you guys may or may not know, I dosed hydrogen peroxide in my tank, and that's because of the green hair algae. And the green hair algae, I do want to say, is gone. I really don't have any left. So the hydrogen peroxide did work for that. However, we did have some problems with the corals for how they reacted to it, and they pretty much closed up. Some better than others. Some actually really almost disappeared, and we'll get into that. But I'm happy to say for the most part all the corals are okay, including the SPS, which I was really worried about. So everyone first say hi to Bella. Bella, he's went for a walk. She's happy. You just went for one. Relax. Alright, so let's get into the saltwater tank. So I'm not sure how good of the quality it is on the live stream. If it's not that good quality, you guys can adjust it on your settings on the top right hand side. So this giant frog spawn here, it's probably 30 heads at least, and the frog spawn was not affected by the hydrochloride at all. I'm sorry, hydrogen peroxide at all. You can see there were some heads that were burnt out on the right hand side and on the bottom. That's not from the hydrogen peroxide, that's actually just from the previous owner of this coral. When he had this frog spawn, the one on the right side, it was kind of on the sand bed. So just the way I positioned it in my tank makes it look like that. But the frog spawn's doing really good, so I'm happy with the frog spawn. It's really big, goes all up and around. Really happy with it. Give you guys a side view of the giant frog spawn there. So I just like how it really covered up the left side of this tank. Moving on. The hammer is also doing really good. As you guys may know, when I first bought this hammer, it was around 2 heads, and now it's actually coming up on 5. So I'm really happy with the hammer coral, and the hydrogen peroxide did not bother that coral at all. So in GSP was not bothered. This orange SPS, I'm not sure what it is. If you guys know, let me know. But the orange coral, the mysterious coral we'll call it until I find out a name, not affected by it at all. Mushrooms were okay. This hammer coral I moved up here today because he was bothering this piece of, where is it? SPS all over here. He was really bothering this piece right here, so I moved the hammer from up here to over here, and it actually might be an octo spawn, not a hammer. Look a little different. I'm gonna say it's an octo spawn, but I moved him. The Mind Trick coral, really liking its spot, not bothered by the hydrogen peroxide. Going up, we used a little more GSP. We had the Duncan coral on the left hand side here, and the Duncan coral fully recovered. Put him in a new spot, and he's liking the spot too, so he's okay. The Favias, you can see the Favias are doing okay. In the beginning it looks like some are faded. I think it's because of this plate coral up here, but all around it's doing fine. So it's doing alright. This big plate coral here, when I first got him, he was like a teal color, and after dosing the hydrogen peroxide, he really got pissed off. He turned just straight up purple, like all purple, and I was really worried about him, and his polyps are all closed. Now you can see that he's starting to go back to that teal color. Polyps are out, or coming out, and he's gonna be okay. This light is not doing justice right now. Not happening. Monty, moving on, is doing fine. This guy, SPS, he's okay. He's a lot more orange in person. This leather coral over here was not doing okay, but today is a good day because polyps are starting to come out. So he's gonna be okay. So I'm really happy with that because he's a nice coral when he opens up. Besides some other corals, we got the Hollywood Stunner, which looks beaten up. And I'm not sure if he's gonna make it. A lot of mouths are open on him, so I'm gonna try and feed him tonight. But the Hollywood Stunner definitely took a beating from the hydrogen peroxide. So I'm not sure, but I get a good deal on these guys, so if he dies, then I think I'm gonna be okay. Let's get another one. Another coral that took a beating was the candy canes. As you can see, got really beaten up, guys. And this is all from the hydrogen peroxide. And I think they're actually, believe it or not, gonna be okay. I know it looks bad, and it is bad. Like these guys over here, they're gonna be fine. Couple of heads are gonna be fine over here. This one's gonna be gone, which I'm thinking, but you never know. These are gonna be okay, believe it or not. They're gonna come back full force. So really, I know it looks bad, but you gotta give it time. The hydrogen peroxide's only been about a week. I'm doing a lot of water changes, so this nice Zoa colony over here. Different color Zoas all around. Fine. Love this SPS. We have some, looks like toadstool corals, some baby ones. You can see they're starting to come out, so they're gonna be doing good. We can see the Xenia, that was Xenia over here. This fried out from the hydrogen peroxide. So the Xenias, for the most part, I think is gonna be done. I did see a little bit of them opening up today, so I don't know how it's gonna be. But again, another easily replaceable coral. It's cheap, so once you get a little frag, they pretty much go crazy. So I'm not worried about the Xenia or the candy canes. If they were to die, I'll just get new ones. So both like really $20 corals, which grow pretty fast. The octospawn is doing okay. Mushrooms, got a lot of them. All these mushrooms are okay over here. We did get anemone. He's doing good. The GSP is coming back, which I'm not surprised because it's GSP. So we have this big toadstool and these green leathers up here, and they're actually doing a lot better than how they look from the hydrogen peroxide. This guy is starting to show that he wants to come out a little bit. Polyps want to come, so just gotta give it time. I see on the left this leather was doing bad as well, and then he ended up doing good. So I'm just waiting for this guy to perk back up. Got a couple of frags here on the frag rack. Polyps. Orange plate was doing really bad, and you could tell where he was damaged, kind of on the right hand side there, and it was really white, and now it's starting to turn back to orange, so he's healing up good. So I'm happy with the orange plate. So pretty much that's how my reef tank's doing after the hydrogen peroxide. I pretty much just beat the hydrogen peroxide, by doing a lot of water changes. Like I said, you know, this leather over here on the left next to the SPS, polyps are out on him now. This leather is up, so I'm assuming this guy will be okay. Candy canes, I know they're going to be okay. It just takes time for them. The Xenia, however, will probably be fried out. But just the name of the game. So at least the corals that might not make it, like the Xenia, is a really cheap coral. So hopefully, you know, if it comes back, if it doesn't, it doesn't. And for the most part, everything else is going to be okay. It just takes time. It's only been less than a week since the hydrogen peroxide, and corals are already starting to open up. So we're pretty much good with the corals. Moving on to the filtration system. Gotta change that skimmer out. But the filtration system is doing really good. Cool lighting. But the filter is pretty cool. So I'm happy with that. So all in all, I'm happy that everything's gonna be okay on the tank. So we got a lot of new corals, some new fish. So I'm happy for you guys to see how it's gonna go day by day. And hopefully next time I show you guys this tank and do a video, the right side will be perked up, and we'll have a better update on the Candy Kings and Xenia. So that's what I'm really worried about. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.